There's your dad again, 1945, that was on Cottage Place. I don't know whether it was 1945 or not. This is probably Jerry football down.
That was 1945.
Was it? Would that be? That would be down on behind St. Bernard's, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Catholic Athletic Field.
Yeah. Yeah. These are all cards.
It has some that change down in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the looks of it.
There's me.
I can remember walking down that street to go to the field and
There's-
mud puddles. And
There's more of those
Oh, yeah.
cottages on vacation at someplace on Route 40.
What was that? There was a telegram on the page before. What was that?
There.
Oh.
Please send money.
Please send some money to get private and get down home. Where's that from?
Chicago? Was he in
It says
Chicago.
Miami, Florida.
Oh.
Here it says Miami, Florida. I don't even remember Don being in Florida. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Right after he graduated from high school, he went to Florida that summer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He followed that girl down there that lived over on Bellevue.
Oh, Stout.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Barbara Stout. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
when he did that.
These
Oh,
are
did you?
some more of the Route 40 cottages.
Yeah.
I
Here's
forgot about her.
Here's homecoming. This must have been Jerry's homecoming. Ruth Ann Riley.
Yeah.
Gary,
that is-
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Jerry's.
Yeah.
Huh.
Man.
You know.
That was
a lot
President Roosevelt.
out of Jerry's class that died.
Mom and
out
Dad
of
were big
Don's class.
Democrats.
There's
Yeah.
been 4 or 5 in the last few months that's died out of Don's class.
Those are all
Yeah.
cards. I don't know what they are.
And it's the women.
Huh.
Yeah, women.
It's Ohio Reporter.
So high with the gas station?
Uh-huh, yeah. See the thing?
Oh.
Something they must have said for, it's got something on there about soldiers. And here's Catholic Central's tribute. That was December 1944. That probably came from Don.
Centrib. Joni
Oh,
was on
Centrib.
their
Sand trip.
journalism board when we were in high school.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, I
stuff.
remember that.
Here's Jerry and Jean Ann, 1948. I don't know what the what was the
That's the year he
Courtly
graduated.
Chatters? I don't know what that was. Some more cards. Yeah, all cards. Girl Scouts, it must have been Jean Ann. They wouldn't let me in. There's all the patches probably from Don CAP. Here Ed is stamps for fuel gas back during World War II. And you only got so many stamps a month. But grandmother used to go down to Bonded, and she knew a guy down there, and she'd buy stamps. You could buy them for 50 cents a piece.
Black market.
Black market.
Like the
Yeah.
meat was black market, and then they started killing horses and
These
selling
are all-
meat. They did.
These are all the ration books, and that was for milk and bread. Well, not bread, milk
Canned
and
goods.
meat and sugar,
Sugar.
sugar and butter. But
Right.
if you could get butter,
Yeah.
back then they
Shoes.
shoes,
were
yeah,
ration.
tires,
Tires.
yeah, yeah. Just think that she saved all that. Each one of us had a book. And there wasn't any butter during World War II. You had to buy margarine, and then you got a yellow pill, and you dropped in it.
Oh, I remember telling
and you,
that story.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'll see you.
Well, every
Okay.
person, I'll be down there 5 o'clock or so, Dad.
Okay.
Is so everybody in the family got a ration book?
uh-huh, yeah. There's Jean Ann. Yeah,
But your shoe rations, I think it ended up you could get 3 pairs a year.
see, there's
So
some.
you had to really.
There's
watch
some of
it.
the stamps. If you went and got
Yeah.
a gallon of milk,
Yeah. They,
you might have to have 10 of these.
Yeah.
You know, for certain.
and the guy and your groceryman better have that when they came in. The state came in to check it in the government. Yeah. He
There's
better have those stamps.
Truman. That must have been Truman.
That was in probably 47, or that's when he took over.
1948.
48, yeah, that's what it was.
Damn, they saved everything.
He was the best president we've ever had,
Yeah.
most honest. They tried and tried to get dirt on him, and he said, go to it, and they couldn't find a thing. And he'd just tell it the way it was, and people didn't like it. You know, some people didn't like it, but he was an honest
This was
president.
done in the service then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's when him and Ruth Ann were going together.
This, he must have taken pictures from the airplane. Here was done in the service.
Where was that at?
Wasn't that in Chicago? Newfield?
No, remember he went to Texas first.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I know he was at Chicago when
Yeah,
Ruth Ann
he went to
stayed.
Texas first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's probably, well, looky there, Joe, those are palm trees. I don't know. But he went to Texas first. War Department. Here's Don, you can't hardly see these, here's Don when he was in the service. He spent a lot of time at Wright-Patterson Field when he was in the service. He was at Newfield in Chicago. And then he was in Texas first. There's Jerry's football. And Hattie Weber used to take these pictures.
Yeah.
And how do you tell us when we were at Lakewood in later years, how he took all those pictures, all the bull crap?
He would go up in the open plane and hang out and take pictures, aerial pictures. He said he wouldn't do it today.
Here's back in 1945, and this is on Cottage Place, and that was our dog Lassie. Uncle Carl's car. Here again, Cottage Place. Looked like it snowed there.
I can remember
Some more
Dad
Cottage
hitting Uncle
Place.
Carl's car one night. Remember in the driveway of that poor
Yeah.
kid? He was a wreck.
There's more cards.
He didn't want
Yeah.
his dad to know. Oh God, he was.
This is picture of Aunt Mildred. They even saved the tags off Wooden Shoe Beer, Lager beer.
Yeah, really. I remember
that was off
Wooden
the
Shoe.
bottle. Here's the cab company. The cab company must have been started about 1933 or 34, but here's when they bought all new Chevys from Davis. Was it? I don't know. It was Davison or Porter Chevrolet down on West Main Street, right by Plum Street.
Davidson. Yeah.
Yeah. Davison Chevrolet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 brand new. Yeah. Then there was one of their cars. There's their match. Their first office was at the Green Lantern at Pleasant Limestone. And grandmother ran the bar there. She owned the bar. And then that's where her and Uncle Paul started the cab company.
Didn't your Uncle Carl?
Oh, yeah, Uncle Carl was the bartender,
Right.
Uncle Rob was the bartender at the Green
Oh,
Lantern.
God, Uncle
Yeah.
Rob. He probably drank
They
more.
probably drank more than, yeah. Yeah, these are again, here's Don when he left for the service. And all the people left for the service at Spring and Lime where the Chamber of Commerce is, the CLE buses would pick those guys up and take them to Columbus. There might be 4 or 5 CLE buses picking up all these people. You know, this is just part of them.
Yeah.
Were they still, did we still have the, where they took the boys into the service, or had they cut that out at the draft? Had they cut that out in 45, or they were still taking them in 45, weren't they? Yeah, the
I don't
boys
know
had to go.
I don't know if Don enlisted or the draft took him.
I think he enlisted.
Yeah.
The reason I said that, Doug Turnbull, Tommy
Yeah.
Turnbull's dad,
That-
he was drafted and he had 2 grown kids, and they sent him over. He went over and cleaned up the mess.
This is
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
This is Aunt Helen again with your dad, 1938.
Doug was 40 years
Yeah.
old when he went over.
I think this, see that, 1946. This is when Mom and Dad sold the house and then moved to Hillside.
Oh.
That's a sales thing for the house on Cottage Place.
Huh.
Yeah, they saved everything. That's neat. It's been a long time since I read this, or seen this. I'll put another, so we know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Are we doing all right, Ed?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Now, we don't have to go through all these today if you don't want to, or,
Yeah, well, right, yeah, we'll just see how much time.
yeah, okay,
There's a watch in there.
yeah. That was, you know, I don't,
Strange.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, whoa, I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't see her.
The watch burned up in a fire.
yeah. This picture, Ed, that's a picture of Ruth Ann and Mary Jo and Don. Look at how old that is, Mary Jo. Wasn't that you? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's with the kids, isn't it?
That's with all our kids and their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the girls.
They're Eden Joy. That was Jerry's first wife.
You don't remember her, do you? She was a nice gal.
Yeah,
She
these are
really-
all cards again.
She was a nice.
There's somebody, they played the horses someplace, wasn't it? Yeah. This is, would that be your dad? Or Jean Ann?
What year?
This picture, this is your picture of your dad someplace. Now, wait a minute.
His class.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wonder where he's at. There's Jerry Sweeney. Ain't that funny I can't pick him out? There he is.
Oh.
Now he looks like Christopher. Look at there. Doesn't he?
Yeah. He
Yeah?
does.
Yeah.
Have you seen Christopher lately?
Uh-uh.
He's getting big.
Yeah.
He's getting
Yeah.
big.
This is some more football pictures.
I couldn't get over how big your boys are getting at.
Oh, yeah. They're all bigger than
There's,
me.
there's Jerry.
He's tough.
And these are pictures that Mom sold a house on Cottage Place and we moved in with grandmother on South Limestone Street. That was back in 1946.
That's
We
when I
lived-
met you.
We lived out there about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 47,
Yeah.
about March, or at March, I think you moved
Yeah.
down to Cottage Place, or down on
And I
this.
bet Porcote, these are probably pictures, I don't know whether, I think it'd probably be Muzzy Lake, but I could be wrong.
Where's that at?
Muzzy Lake was up in Urbana,
Oh,
west of Urbana.
It was quite a hot spot for
Yeah.
the kids to go swimming.
I've never heard of that before.
There's Jerry again, playing ball. This is when was this when Jerry was in the Marines? Yeah.
Big.
This is when he was in the Marines and he played ball. You know, I don't know what that's about. But you know, I don't know. That's just cards.
Cards.
Yeah. There's Margie and Roger. And this was with their first baby. And what was his name, Roger?
Roger Lee.
And he was sickly over the years. He died when, how old was he, Joe?
About 4 or 5.
4 or
He had
5.
a bad heart. And they
Oh.
went in and did heart. And he died.
There's Jerry's football
He
pictures.
never came out of it.
This was in what, 46, 40, this is the Crosley that Don bought. And he drove this back and forth to Chicago a number of times. That was just a little 4-cylinder aluminum engine and they weren't worth a
He'd
damn.
bring 4 or 5 guys back
Yeah,
with
He
him.
four
was
guys.
talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that-
that's the door that
Oh,
your
that's-
uncle took off.
See the door that's been?
Yeah.
I backed that baby out of the garage here on Cottage, or on Hillside and took the door.
But he never knew it, did he?
Well,
No.
it must have been sort of durable if he went back and forth
Back and
from
forth.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but he pushed the door back. And it was, that's the car that he drove on my dad's front yard. We've got pictures of him driving in the front yard.
This is Jerry, must have been basketball, his mom. Here's, they put Bar Brothers in here. I don't,
1969.
Uh-huh. That's your, probably had your dad's name in here someplace. Yeah, Robert Reiser, former administrative assistant to the president, has been named vice president of sales and marketing, 1969.
Huh.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else to say to you? Yeah. So that's your dad. That's neat. Cards again. Cards. Baseball is probably Jerry played in that. Yeah. Here Jerry must have been a coach or something. Here's flowers.
Is that a graduation program?
Uh-huh. That would have been Jerry.
Jerry.
Uh-huh.
How do you end up being called Jerry? That wasn't his name.
I don't know. It was Al. You know, his name was Alan.
Al?
Yeah.
I don't know.
None of you got called by your correct name.
No, no.
His name was Alan Edward.
There was Jerry with his first girlfriend, Betty Bone.
Well, he was
And then he
married.
mar-
He
then he-
married
then
her,
he married
remember?
her,
That
you
was
know.
his third one.
That was
Right.
now we don't say that.
Third or fourth, I didn't know it.
He had those throwaway flowers that bounce back for each wedding. And they had the ring recoated, you know. That ring had more mileage on it, my 36 Chevy.
Wedding license with the just put in pencils and erase it.
Yeah.
This is just pictures of me and Don and Don and me, I guess. There's another football picture. I don't know what that. Marshall. I don't know who played Marshall. Bill Murphy, quarterback.
Well, the coach's name is Marshall.
Oh, Frostcoat Marshall. But Jerry must have played in here because Bill Murphy's name was in here. Huh. That's way back. Here's a picture of the house on Cottage Place. There's your dad in his football outfit.
That's Hillside.
I mean Hillside, what'd I say?
Cottage Place.
Oh, Hillside, yeah, Hillside. Yeah, scratch that in. That's Mom, and that's the snow on Cottage Place.
You remember the reason we're doing this is because I need clarity on the facts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's-
Yeah, no, Lord.
Well, that's what happened. When I'm not drinking beer, I'm not worth a damn. There's Caddick Central High School. That's Jerry's graduation picture. Uh-huh. I have to go through, when we get to the west, go through there.
Okay.
Because you see all those,
Yeah. See how many's
yeah.
left.
There's Mom's new house on,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there's Mom's new house on Cottage Place.
July
That's Perry.
76.
What date is that?
July 76.
Wonder why we're in there.
76.
Has to be something.
And your kids, one of the grandkids maybe? One of your kids?
Well, I graduated in June of 76.
Uh-huh.
There's,
Oh, it's a reunion.
is it a reunion? I wonder who.
One quarter, 50 years have passed since this group of class of 26.
1920, must be.
Well, Central didn't have there wasn't a Central in 26.
Well, it could have been St. Raphael's. Where's this? Okay, it's Catholic Central. But I think back in those days, it was probably, each one of them had their own school, you know, St.
Yeah.
Raphael's.
If it's Catholic Central, if that says Catholic Central, it probably
But
was
I don't
misprint
reckon-
36.
I don't reckon
That would've
anybody
been-
Oh.
in there.
36.
But it wouldn't have been 50 years to
No.
76.
No.
Uh-uh.
I don't know whose this one was.
Yeah, that's Dad's.
Yeah, okay, 1954. And that must be a picture of St. Raphael's up there. Yeah, St. Raphael's Church. Huh.
It has changed so much.
Huh.
And what's this?
That's 76 too.
I don't know who
Oh.
that is, Joe. This is a
I don't even,
Catholic Central program, but I don't know.
can't see who that is. Can you make out?
That's Mike.
Is it Mike?
Is it
That's
Mike?
a Polaroid.
Well,
That's
I'll be
Mike
there.
from, I think when we went camping at Houston Woods one time.
Oh, isn't that something? Okay. Did you get it?
Yeah.
That's neat.
And who put all those books together?
Mom and Dad.
Well, Jerry then rebounded.
Then they had them all redone. Here's another one.
Oh, yeah.
I think we do that, then we'll.
You've been trying to get rid of those stickers for years.
Yeah. Man. Them babies are old. Did you guys go through all these?
No, I just kind of leaf through them and try to put them in sort of order.
Ruth and Don.
Ruth Ann Don when they were married? What was that, 49?
48.
48, yeah. That must have been the service out. Where's that out? In California
California.
someplace. Yeah.
In the
There-
desert.
Pictures of Hillside, 1949. Well, that's you, Joe. That's
Is
you
that
and
on
me.
Roseland?
You and me? No, Connie, or Hillside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeannie and you.
Yeah, that's when you were just a kid. Yeah, yeah, a lot of depreciation there.
Yeah, it sure has to.
Freshman year, I don't know why that's your dad. Freshman year, Catholic Central.
Was that his number?
I don't know.
That's his football number.
I don't know. Here was Dad. Now here was Dad when Jerry was in the service. Look at that outfit. Yeah. This is a chicken pen on Hillside. That's the dining room on Hillside. Here's Jerry in his uniform. These are some more cards.
Uncle Jerry's report card from college. Huh?
Yeah. That was a biggie. There's Jerry, his biggest thrill in sports. That's,
Did he ever make it in college 1 year or 1 quarter?
I was
Or
gonna say,
I don't know.
I
that'd be the only report card he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he ever made 1 quarter.
Here's Don again from California. Here's, I don't know why Don had the sailor suit on. She might even save some coal, all that glitters in that gold.